That was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap, but it's nice.
Hi, my name is Zikona Matubela. I'm 32 years old. I'm originally from the Eastern Cape, Engcobo. I'm a founder of a business called Streetside Bakery, and I currently live in Khayelitsha.
Hi there, my name is Primrose Mkhwebi, and I work as a writer, poet, and a director for Prim Poetry Foundation.
Hi there, my name is Boni Swasaki. I stay here in Summer Greens. I'm self-employed.
Hi, my name is Numisa Mkhwebi, and I'm an owner of a Mrs. Beauty Spot in Khayelitsha.
So when our sons grow up, you know, say for example, now they're becoming young men, they've just finished university, or are they're going to university. Like, for me, I think the most important thing is you know, self-awareness.
Yeah.
What are the values that you come from your home? Like, what would my parents say if I treated a girl like this? You know? Because the buck stops with you. The mother's not going to be at university with you. So what are the responsible things? What kind of a man are you? You know, because it begins there. What kind of a man are you? Are you going to be that ass that everyone's complaining about at the police station? Or are you going to be that man that is going to be sensitive and understand that I'm in a relationship and I need to communicate? So how, like, what kind of a man am I? And I think that's important because that determines the kind of reactions that we'll have around people, not only with their girlfriends, but also with their colleagues, you know.
Female
people, you know.
Opposite sex.
Like, I have a son, and my son is 2 years now. And I would like him to be a man that is able to cook, to clean, do everything that a woman does. Because now we work. Like, it's not like before when men used to go to work and then women used to stay home and clean. We both work, we do everything. He must be able to do things for himself. He mustn't expect other people to do stuff for him while he has the power to do it himself. Because the thing is that they get used to this and then they think that they have the power and then the women must be slaves for them. So I would like to raise my child differently. And I also think that the children that are raised in families that have mothers and fathers, they are the ones that have that problem of being the one that have the power. Then if you meet a child that has been raised by a single mother, then you will see that they are able to do these things because he's been helping the mother. They've been staying together. So if the mother does this, then he does it himself too.
I'm a 9-year-old. And fortunately for her, indlela endimkhulisa ngayo is the same way esakhuliswa ngayo ekhaya. From my mother and my father, by 7, 6 sisters and 1 brother. And my dad was like, we are all the same. There's no girl here, there's no boy here. If it means the dishes has to be done, there's no one like, you are a brother, you can't do dishes. No. Ukteza, besiyoteza, singama lady. Brother wam, uyoteza nathi. Because my dad was like, guys, umsebenzi is the same to everyone.
Sure.
If it means you have to cook, brother, you must stand there and cook. So for my daughter, it's the same thing. Ukhula ke ngokuyena with the same background that I have. Endlini, we've got 2 dogs. The dog's poo is not my responsibility. Is not her responsibility, but she knows when she comes from school, after eating, she must go check and clean there. Umami was cleaning while she was at school, you know.
I think we constantly need to be asking ourselves, what is it that we're empowering our children to become, you know, because at the end of the day, the reason why we are the women we are is because of the choices that we made. You know, I'm a responsible person because I chose to be responsible. You know, and it was values that my mother taught me that led me to be like this. So what are the values that they must never like lose growing up?
And here it is because we've been raised by a single mother, like 3 sisters with no brother. So we don't know how it is to raise umntana oyinkwenkwe ukuthi uzothini ne. But we've also had utata wethu, who was a womanizer, who still is somewhere out in the world. But you worry about your child. You worry about your boy child. You want to raise umntana ozokwenza izinto ezibhetere than what your father did, because as a woman, you need to have umntana ozawutrita abanye abantwana babanye omama kakuhle. You understand? And I think it starts on early age with soccer teams and things that ezizobanceda to equip them to become better people and to know who they are, because I think it's all about knowing who you are that makes you ukuthi ube ngumuntu ongcono in the society. So I think it starts from ezantsi, because I don't if you miss it here, then it's going to be a problem there, because you don't know if 14 you're going to be able to sit them down, if they're going to be those children that will want to sit with you, because it's something that's what you're just going to do then. So are they going to take land ithethayo bayenze okanye bazawuba rebellious? So I think it's very important that you do things besebancinci, so that when they get to that stage, it's easier for them to understand the language that you have when mama nomntana.
For an example, he's about to become a teenager in no time. And that conversation needs to be had, you know, as to like, this is the thing that you don't do to women. For an example, I've been struggling so much to talk to him about this guy who assaulted me. But I know that at some point I will need to have a conversation with him and let him know what had happened and why it's something that he should never, ever even think about doing. And if he has friends like that, you know, that, you know, he has to kind of, you know, say like, actually, dude, I don't want to hang out with people like you. You know what I'm saying? So it begins, the earlier the conversation is, the better. Obviously, for me, I still, like, I need to go around what I'm going to say to him and how I'm going to say it. But also, like, not only with him, with his friends, you know, because he's always hanging out with his friends and they come over and they're all boys. And, you know, you can see the macho-ness, you know, in the language. And so for me, it can't end only with my son. It has to be in that space where they are together and say, guys, okay, fine. Let's go for like a soccer practice. And then in the soccer practice, there needs to be like the coach and the mothers of this, and to have conversations.
Even when they're 4 or 5, when you're ready to have conversations with them, when they're watching something on TV and they use vulgar language to respond to that, and you're like, no, this is not how you talk as a man. When they grow up, when they're 6, when they're 7, when they're just playing with other kids and they kick each other, and you just like, no, this is not how a man behaves. This is not how you behave as my son. It's not a matter of you wait until a certain age. I know we have, I'm also co-founder of an organization called Arts Beat Crime. So we use art as a vehicle to get kids' attention and to expose them to what other opportunities. And so now, in the music that they write, that's where I put in discipline. Because they want to be MCs, they want to rap, but they don't have to swear to send their message. That's where it starts. They're going to be better men that don't even use the swear words in their conversations because they don't write in that language when they sing. Even if it's a freestyle, I remember when they were on Cape Town TV, one of them slipped and said a swear word and he apologized like, I'm sorry to the whole set that I used that language. It's not acceptable.
And I believe if we open up now with them, we are developing that trust between us. And it's going to be easy for them, even if they face some difficulties, to come and say, check, Mama, I've got this problem. So if we talk right now, while they're still young, we are creating a friendship as well. She doesn't see me as her mom. She sees me as a friend as well. So if she has a problem, Mama. And the other thing that we need to teach our children is that their best friend is here at home.
Yes.
They must get first-hand information at
Yes.
home. The second-hand information that they get on the street, they must not take it as it's valuable.
Priority.
Yebo? Information that is key and proper is from home. What my friend is telling me from the street, if it's different from what I got from home,
Yes.
it's not
Yeah.
it.
We don't have to wait for a particular time where you say, you see, when he's 10, I will sit him down and on everyday interactions in trying to develop your child. You're developing a system in your child, so they must know now. And then when it gets to that stage, they already know the do's and don'ts and the value system around the home.
And baqala ngoku because I remember when Kamani had this Chinese girl that he was so shy when we mentioned Ikabalake. So it's that they start writing the letters. So I called Kamena 14. They've already started. So we have to talk okay, you can do this, but you have to wait until a certain age, because if you don't, this and this could happen. And you have to concentrate on the future. But get lazo.
It's not easy, guys. Ubanga basikhulisa abantwana. Baby girl, daddy is in Eastern Cape. I'm in Cape Town. So girl ukhuliswa utata no mama. During school holidays, I'm with her. She's getting this kind of treatment, values, and everything. When it's school holidays, she goes. And I told her dad, this girl now is no longer a baby girl. You need to make sure the treatment that I give here is the same treatment that he gets from you. These kids, guys, they are
Smart.
And she will tell you, Mama, you don't spoil me. My dad spoils me. I love my dad more.
It's always like that.
You see? And the other thing that is important that we need to raise them with the awareness of how cruel the world has become. You know? It's not easy. I don't want to lie. I don't even attempt to send my daughter to the shop alone. It's too risky. Because the minute he step out the door, your heart starts beating fast. Because you don't know if she's going to come back or not. You know? If it means I have to go to the shop, we'd rather go together to the shop and get something and come back. Because she needs to know when you don't have something, you need to and go and get it. You know? And it's not like I'm spoiling her. No, I don't have that element. Maybe I wasn't while I was growing. Maybe the resources were not enough to spoil me back. Tommy? Ay,
we are in the society now that you don't know. I also have a girl child. You don't know yeah, understand? And how the situation from growth here manifest and I think from growth here if it's yakwazi nje ukuthi umuntu umfundisa ukwenza yonke into so that ayazi banaye unayi part even jonga and ke like the conversation that we had earlier on, that when you have a child, men are very excited that there's a child being born, but they are just there. They don't want to change the nappies. No. They don't want to babysit. No. Like it's a woman's job. But they were all excited about getting this child. And you end up being stressed because you have to do everything by yourself. And they feel that they don't even see that you're stressed. You're supposed to be okay because it's a woman's job to do this. So we need to raise our children to be able to be involved in life in yabantwana babo from bese bancinci abakhulise babe ngabafana ba right, because if you're eating if things go on like this.
Yeah, my dream is to live in a society where women and children feel that they can be protected by the justice system.
My dream is owning my own time.
My dream is to see that each and every individual in South Africa does not go to bed without anything in his or her stomach.
My dream is to live in a society where I know wherever I am, my children are safe and everyone is treated the same.